You're alone, no friends around, no internet, but you still want to play a card game. Good news! There's a game designed exactly for that. It's called Solitaire, and it's one of the most famous single-player card games ever created. All you need is a standard deck of 52 cards and a little bit of strategy. Let's learn how it works. Goal of the game. The goal of Solitaire is simple. You need to organize all the cards into 4 foundation piles at the top of the table. Each pile must contain cards of the same suit arranged in ascending order. That means starting from ace, then 2, 3, 4, all the way up to king. If you manage to move all 52 cards into these foundation piles, you win the game. Setting up the table. To start the game, shuffle the deck well. Now create 7 piles of cards across the table. Here's how it works. First, deal 7 cards in a row. The first card is face up, and the remaining 6 cards are face down. Then move from left to right, turning the top card of each pile face up one by one. By the end, each pile will have 1 face-up card on top and the cards underneath face down. The remaining cards form the draw deck placed face down nearby. How cards move. During the game, cards move around the table following a few simple rules. First, cards in the 7 piles can be stacked on each other if they follow 2 conditions. They must be 1 number lower and the opposite color. For example, a black 6 can be placed on a red 7, or a red queen can go on a black king. This alternating color pattern is the key to building card sequences. Moving multiple cards. If several cards are already arranged in correct order, you can move the entire chain together. For example, if you have 10, 9, 8, and 7 arranged correctly in alternating colors, you can move the whole stack onto a jack. This helps uncover hidden cards underneath. And whenever you reveal a face-down card, flip it face up so it becomes playable. Empty spaces. Sometimes a pile will become completely empty. When that happens, only a king can move into that space. Kings act as the starting card for new columns. Using the draw deck. If you run out of moves on the table, it's time to use the draw deck. Flip cards from the deck and check if they can be placed onto one of the piles or moved to the foundation. Some people draw 1 card at a time to make the game more challenging. Others draw 3 cards at once for an easier game. If the deck runs out, you can flip the discard pile over and continue again. Building the foundations. Whenever you find an ace, move it to the top area to start a foundation pile. From there, you build upward in the same suit. So the order goes like this: ace to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to all the way to king. Eventually, all 4 suits should form their own complete stacks. Winning the game. If every card ends up in the 4 foundation piles, congratulations, you've solved the puzzle and won the game. But if you reach a point where no moves are possible, the game ends and you'll need to try again. Don't worry though, Solitaire is a game where practice makes a huge difference. The more you play, the better you'll get at spotting moves and planning ahead.